All right, we're back here at the desk of Mr. President. In my first playthrough, continuing on with activation phase one in our second half of it. And so far, so good. Let me give you a quick little rundown uh, of the early parts of my Mr. Presidency game administration. We started off with some North Korean troubles. We had a China activation when it came time for who was going to act between Russia and China. We got a China axe on our little playthrough. And they went ahead and launched a big cyber attack against Japan. And it, I don't know how bad it was, but it changed our relationship from Japanese from very close to just close. I was able to, in my preceding actions, have a summit with the Japanese leader, and we got it back to very close. Other than that, we've been taking off some of these tension markers and doing pretty good. I think compared to some of these playthroughs I've seen, my public approval is at 43. Legacy's up here. Kind of going down on these action points. I've been using the heck out of those, so we'll see what's up with that. Like I said, it's kind of neat, and I haven't really done too much because I haven't much time. But everybody's got their own playthroughs to see how they go. Like I said, I think I seen Gary's on Art Wolf's Lair, and it didn't seem like he was. A lot of them don't start out good. I think I've gotten lucky compared to some of them. So we were right here on the U.S. action, and it's Allied Rogue Group Axe, POTUS Cabinet Focus. There you go. And we're down here, ready to continue. Randomly draw one of the 4 allied chits to determine which group, allies, and or rogues activates. Alright, people, which one do we pick? The middle one, the end one? 1 to 4. We'll roll a dice for it. Let me see. Anything besides a 1 to 4 don't count. Don't count. 1. Allied Rogues Group C. What does that entail? Refer to the Allied Rogue Nation Action Chart, WA4. Alright, well, gives us. We gotta love the way he's got this all set up. I mean, so far, I don't know how anybody else's playthroughs went, but man, I'm having a good time with this game. I haven't really hit no snags yet. Haven't had to go into Board Game Geek or find out any what is it? Not criteria. Shoot. When they put a little correction sheet in there, I've got a mind block. Be right back. Alright, so we're back here with our Allied Road activations, and I can't remember what they. So far, we haven't had any corrections. I know when they put that in the box, it's like a little corrections list. I got a mind block. I can't remember what that word is. But yeah, so far we haven't seen anything like that. I mean, I haven't had to go to Board Game Geek. There's been a lot of games where you just can't understand the rules. You have to go to Board Game Geek and look it up, and usually there's some kind of, correction there. But our Allies Group C is right here, Group C, and it is page 8. We had to come down to page 8 for our little grouping. Let's read it together. Ally and Rogue Nation Action Chart, Group C. Austria, Israel, India, and Rogue. Alright, well, we will find out how to take care of this. I wanted to make a little mention, too. So far in our game, we've done everything right, but you might want to remember when it tells you to add another one of these trending anti-US markers. It tells you to put another one on there. You'll do something with this table, with this little table chart thing right here. So when it says trending, don't put another one on there. Look under the little governing manual. It'll tell you that you'll adjust it on this track. That's the word I'm looking for, this little track here. So when it tells you to put another trending anti-US or maybe trending pro-US, you'll adjust this track accordingly. You don't just put another one on there. We learned that in our last video. All right. let me go ahead and find out what goes on with this. We'll be right back. All right, so we might have lucked out again on this one. I haven't looked at the others, but right now I'm just going by what we're doing here. It says we activate Australia. All right, we will get 2 actions, I guess, with them. Ally relationship is very close, so that will be, let me see here, equals 2 joint actions. So we got 2 joint actions. I got this model action die. And perform a number of joint actions. Number of actions determined by allied relationship and then adjusted by any -1 action point or a +1 action point marker on Australia. We'll take you over here and let you see here real quick. Zoom in. Oops, sorry about the big jump, but here's Australia. You can see there's no +1 or -1 action point markers, so we'll get away with that. All right. Oh, the possible joint actions. You can choose are listed below under possible joint actions. So we're going to be all excited about checking that out. But we got to check all. Got a lot of reading to do before we get to that. But just letting you know a little drop in of what's going on in my action phase. Second column. Oh, it says you take that little marker and put it up here to let you know that you drew it and everything's good to go. That is what you do with the marker. We will be back. Right, another thing here is to be able to figure out the key flow of this game. Oh, where's my pointer? Ah, it's over at my other table. Alright, well, whatever. You have to use my big old finger. Alright, the first thing you're going to want to do here is perform joint actions. Then, when you're finished with the joint actions, flip over all tension counters. So you come down here. Then it says make a unilateral die roll. We will do that after that. Then it says apply results of the unilateral die roll. Then remove all Australia's flip tension counters are replaced with half the number of counters running down that you removed. So we'll get to all that. But right now, we're going to activate Australia because we got the third group 6, and we will get 2 joint actions. All right, there's no -1 or +1 AP marker on Australia, and also there is no must choose XXX counter. So there must be one of those in there. There's none on Australia right now for us. So it says when you have that, you do that first before you do any joint action, then you remove the must choose counter. So that must be a modifier that we haven't encountered yet. All right, then we're finished. So we got to perform our joint actions. We'll go over here to the possible joint actions, and we will be back. All right, for our first joint action, we are going to request UN humanitarian aid in any region. We're going to make our region, this region here, Asia Pacific. All right, 1 to 8. So we need us a nice, anything but a 9. And we'll decrease the regional crisis for the chosen region by 1 box. Let me zoom you in here and see what I got going on. We're going to get him down there. Oh, sorry about that. Down to 1. Now we can also automatically take off 2 tensions. We can attempt to stabilize the region, raise the stabilization up. We can raid. Well, not really raid, but we could have took this 1 terror group that we have and put them up there in the intel gathering. We could have did that, but I think it's better to lower this regional crisis. So it should be a gimme. We see what we can do. Roll us a die, and anything success is anything between a 1 and 8. No 9s. 7. All right, then we will lower. Oh, I gotta do this. I'm not that slow. It's just hard to do while I'm looking through this little lens. All right, that is good. We're loving this. Having us a good time with this game. Sorry about that. I forget about the camera. That's our first one. Now our second one. Oh, let me see here. I'll be right back. Oh, remove stress. Mess with a terror group. Terror group in the region. Let's take this to terror group, whatever he is, and move him up to location. That's what we'll do with that one. We could have put this one over here. We could have moved this one up and everything, but this is a 2 terror group. I want to get him up there. We're going to leave the tensions be, and that's what we will do with our ally actions for Australia. All right, that's it. That was the second one. Oh. Under possible joint actions, blah 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 blah, no value, blah blah blah. When finished with joint actions, flip all tension counters on Australia to reveal their values. Oh, okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Zoom you on in here. We have a 1 and a 1. So we have 2 of them here. There you go. Let me stop it here so I don't get too far, too quickly ahead of myself. Go through all this, make sure I'm doing everything right. I'll be right back. All right. We're having some fun with this game. It just keeps on getting better. We put some really nice mechanics in here. It makes it really interesting. All right, when finished with the joint action, flip the counters over. We'll flip the counters over at +2. This will have an effect on what we're going to do next. Or a bearing on what we're going to do next. Oh, by the way, I've encountered no errata sheets. That's what I was looking for. Oh, I guess it happens when it gets older. Then it just gets worse. But yeah, there are those little errata sheets they put in the box with you. We haven't run into any of that. So that's always good. Continuing. Flip the tension counters over. Now make a unilateral die roll. Australia's unilateral die roll. Here's the modifiers. -1 if no tensions are in Australia. We maybe should have did that, but we didn't. We got that terror group more focused. We'll see if we'll pay with that decision. +1 per tension value on Australia, which is 2. So we'll get +2. +1 per level 3 or 4 terror group in the Asia Pacific. There's none of that. The highest one we got is 2, so we won't get that one. +1 if there's 3+ tension counters on China. On China. Oh. 3+ People's Republic of China. Let me show you here real quick. There's only 2. People's Republic of China, only 2. So we got away with one on that. Woohoo! We took those counters off, so it's paying us some dividends. All right, let's see here. +1 per current wars, including U.S. forces. There's no, well, for current wars, including U.S. forces. Is that in Australia? There's no war in Australia. Yeah, so we won't get that one. So we got a +2 on this die roll. All right, now it says make a where we at here? Referring to the Australia, applying applicable die roll modifiers, including the sum of those counters as a possible. Apply the results. All right, so apply the results. We'll be adding +2 to this die roll, and that's it. Rolling on the Australia table. Oh, you want to see what we got here? Let me see. We want a low die roll. Yeah. All right. Oh, hold on. Increase U.S. pros. Increase pro-U.S. side strength by 1 and 1 war. If no war, place trending pros. Can place any one unit with multi-nerve. What? All right, let's just roll. And we will be going on -2. I think we want a low die roll. -2 or +2? Oh, +2. I'm sorry. My correction. Make sure we got this all correct. +2 on a die roll. We need one low. 6. Comes over here. Increase non-China regional trade. Remove 1 China influence counter from. Oh, that'll work. We'll take that. So I guess this was a good phase. I don't know. Let's do this right. We'll take 1 of the China influence counters off. That's always good to get rid of the communist influence. All right. And what else does it say? Oh, well, that's it. Now it comes over here. Then remove all of Australia's flip tension counters and replace with half the number of counters rounded down. So I took off 2. I'll put back 1. Take off 2. Grab 1. Let's grab from the back of the pile here because we might have been flipping these on through here. I'll have to mix those up some more, but they're all random, but we'll just do it this way. Alright, so the Australia gets 1 tension. I think we are done with that. That wasn't too bad. Alright, we got rid of that Chinese influence. We also got your regional crisis level down. Good deal. I think we did pretty good. Oh, and also put that number 2 terror group in location. We are doing good on this president game. I'm going to have to call it a video, but if we get some more chances, we'll be playing some more Mr. President. We'll be back.